Hey YouTube, hey you guys, your girl is back with another video today. Today we're going to be getting into some things. We are going to be talking about Joseline's Cabaret. And we are going to be trying the new Saweetie meal from McDonald's, you guys. So let's first get into this meal. Okay, look y'all. I got the Saweetie meal. Now, this meal was kind of expensive to be from McDonald's. It just was like $10.79. I was like, I don't even like McDonald's like that. So for me to be spending $10, honey. But nevertheless, we have a 4-piece nugget. The meal comes with a Big Mac sandwich, you guys. And everybody know what a Big Mac is. And I guess they come with the, they leave the top bun empty so that you can put your chicken nuggets and your sweet and sour sauce on there. You get a choice to get one sweet and sour and one barbecue. But I just chose to get 2 sweet and sour because I'm not really a fan of McDonald's barbecue. So that's what I decided to do. And y'all, I'll be looking here, I'll be looking there. So if my eyes be jumping, y'all just forgive me. It comes with a medium fry with the cute little sweetie words on there. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I have ate. Oh, Lord, did I get my straw out the car? I bet y'all didn't. Oh, Lord. Okay. And then here's the sauce. Here's the sauce, guys. It's called Saweetie and sour. That's cute, y'all. Real cute, sweetie. Real cute. Real cute. Alrighty, y'all. So we're gonna get into some things, honey. So I looked at the tutorials on YouTube and excuse me, you guys. Okay, sorry you guys. But yeah, I looked at the tutorials on YouTube and basically it comes with a Sprite. So you're supposed to eat it just like she ate it. And you're supposed to basically take the chicken nuggets. I'm gonna just do 2. You're supposed to put it on top of the burger. Y'all. Like this. Okay. And then you are supposed to take some French fries. I'm just gonna take the ones that fell off. Okay. Supposed to take some fries. And then you are supposed to get the sweet and sour sauce. Okay. And then you're supposed to pour it. All right, y'all. Pour this thing. Pour it up. Pour it up. Watch it not fall out. Oh, Lord Jesus. Lord, let me get my mind right, y'all. Hold on. Okay, see, this is sloppy. This is McDonald's. No shade to McDonald's. No shade to Sweetie. But, Sweetie, why you couldn't do something with Chipotle? Why you couldn't do something with Zaxby's or something like that? Chick-fil-A. Golly, you gonna do a combination. But you know what? I ain't hating on her. I ain't even hating on her. Because Travis Scott had his meal too. So, I guess McDonald's is just giving out meal deals. But, Sweetie, McDonald's is the most unhealthiest thing. And here you are doing a collaboration with girl. Get them coins, honey, okay? Alright, so I am gonna give y'all my review. So y'all know how the Big Mac look. It come with all the layers. This is how the burger and the nuggets on here looking. So let's get into it, guys. Wait a minute now. Sweetie might be on to something. Okay. Okay, Sweetie. Okay. Let me do one more bite. One more. That's good. Now, I wish they would have melted my cheese a little bit more. Well, that's good, sweetie. Okay. Look, I was giving you the side eye first, sweetie, but I don't know. This is good. The chicken mixed with the hamburger and the sweet and sour sauce. Good. Very good. All right. So, you guys, whew, today, that was a lot to digest. But today I wanted to talk about Joseline's Cabaret and get into some things. So another part of commentary, not only do I watch YouTube, but I also love to watch reality TV. Okay. Now my life be kind of busy, so a lot of times I can't catch shows from the beginning. But one show that I did catch from the beginning that I really, really did enjoy was Joseline's Cabaret. If you all don't know, Joseline's Cabaret is on season 2 in Atlanta. Basically, a little bit of background about the show. If you don't know, you got to catch up. But basically, Joseline is taking a group of girls out to strip club, and she is getting them to build their dancing skills and compete to be in this big burlesque type of stripper show with her. They win $10,000, and they also get to travel with her and do the cabaret. And some of them get invited to be on other seasons of the show. So that's pretty much the bulk of what's going on. For what happened in the season and the storylines, you're gonna have to really go download the Zeus Network and catch up on episode by episode. But for the most part, it's good ratchet TV. If you like me, I like good, real, raw, ratchet television, and Zeus Network, it gives us that. It gives us real, raw, unfiltered cussing, some comic reliefs. Like, it just gives you what reality TV was kind of like back in the day before it started being all scripted and stuff. And just don't get me wrong, you can still tell that the events that go on or the conversations that are had are kind of forced, and it's facilitated to create drama. But it's Zeus is whoever created it is a genius. It's good old fashioned ratchet old school TV. So go check it out. But what has, and excuse me, y'all, I burped, I'm sorry. But what has everybody in their feelings and what has everybody kind of riled up, even myself, is the display of behavior on the reunion parts 1 and 2. So I'm going to be giving my official recap. Now, here's what I feel about Joseline before we get into the details of the reunion and her purpose of doing this show. When Joseline announced that she was coming back to TV after being blackballed by VH1 or whatever, I was happy for Joseline, because Joseline was the first person to come on TV and be a proud side piece and not give a damn what anybody thought about it, right? And for some reason, as trifling and as scandalous as that is, I mean, we just fell in love with her for it. I mean, she was the first person to come on TV and admit that she was sleeping with somebody's man. She was the first person to come on TV and have an abortion by somebody else's man. I mean, she was like the first beautiful hot mess that we really just fell in love with. So I will say Joseline is a legend in her own way. She kind of paved the way for ratchet television. She did that. Now y'all can't take it away from her. I don't care what nobody say. Ain't nobody came on the scene and did it like Joseline has did it. Now, we did have, before Joseline, we had New York Tiffany, and she definitely did it. She definitely paved the way. She definitely was a reality TV guru. So shout out to New York. She did a good job too, but Joseline just brought that. She brought the raunchiness, okay? She gave you a whole nother side to ratchet TV. So I will say that I was proud of her when I heard that she was getting this show, and I really thought that she was going to do something positive and kind of give girls an opportunity to get out the strip club and, kind of make it like she did, because she really did flip that reality TV thing, and it worked for her benefit. So that's what I thought Joseline was gonna do with this show, but y'all, it turned out being the complete opposite. This show was pretty much a whole bunch of girls, in my opinion now, a whole bunch of strippers, a whole bunch of girls that live the nightlife, coming to be in a house with Joseline, be on TV to get their name out, and win a measly $10,000 while showing their ass for it, all to boost the brand of Joseline Cabaret. That's pretty much what it was. There was nothing uplifting about the experience that Joseline gave this girl. I don't think she really made any type of positive impact on anybody's life. So coming to the reunion, a lot of the girls were feeling some type of way, because I think that they thought that they were going to come be with Joseline, they were going to learn something, they were going to get their name out there, they were going to, get exposure, and they were going to blow up from this TV show, and that just didn't happen. And so a lot of them had felt a lot of ways, because as we all know, Joseline has no filter. There were just a lot of things that went on the show that Joseline instigated, a lot of the comments that she made. She came on this show, in my opinion, and acted like a straight out pimp. Okay. She talked to these girls in a type of way. She had these girls fighting with each other. She had these girls just acting a plum fool, and she didn't do nothing but sit back, ring lead, instigate, and give her 2 cents and cuss people out. And so coming into the reunion, everyone probably was feeling some type of way. I'm pretty sure that when the show stopped airing, people went on to their social medias, and they were, expressing how they felt about it. And they were, being, in Joseline's opinion, they were being shady towards her, and she had felt like she had given them this wonderful opportunity. So how dare you all? How dare y'all not like the experience? So coming into the reunion, the girls, she wanted to have a conversation with the girls. She wanted to kind of clear the air before they started filming, because I guess she wanted to, go into the reunion with good vibes. That's what I'm assuming her intentions were. Well, the cameras weren't rolling at this time, and while they were having their sidebar conversation before they started taping the reunion, one of the girls, which her name is Sapphire, she's an older stripper. She kind of, you can tell she kind of had a hard life story, but she revealed that her child's father had been murdered. And this was not filmed, word for word wasn't filmed, so I'm not sure what happened, but in that conversation, it seemed as if Joseline kind of dismissed her. She made a statement like, well, he dead and gone now, or that's over with. She said something in terms of get over it, pretty much, to the girl about her baby daddy being killed. And so that really rubbed the girls the wrong way. Sapphire was one of the girls, Miss Natural was one of the girls, Lucky was one of the girls, and Big Legs. It rubbed all of them the wrong way. They were the closest in the house, and so they really took a personal offense to it. So when the reunion started to film, they had an attitude, which is understandable. So Joseline comes out, she comes out to the reunion, the men carrying her in, and she supposed to be in her element, and she supposed to be dancing and vibing and coming out being the bad bitch that she is, the HBIC. And, the girls on the table who were just offended by what she said, or not the table, but the girls sent to the side who were offended by what she just said, they over there looking like, we're not feeling it. We're not with it. And they were already not feeling Joseline coming into the reunion, right? She just kind of dismissed this girl for saying her baby daddy died. And now you coming out here thinking that you the hottest. And we just ain't with it, right? So in true Joseline fashion, she noticed it. And, she came out on the set and she started to verbally attack the girls because she felt like they were over there looking ugly and they were over there with an attitude. And it just went from there. And so the conversation kind of sparked, and the girls, well, not really the girls, but Big Lex, a girl named Big Lex, she started to be vocal for everyone. And she started to express that, she felt, and the collective felt, that they didn't come on this show to be uplifted. They didn't come on this show to, they didn't benefit from this show in any type of way. They really just came to benefit Joseline's cabaret. Now, sidebar, Lunel is a host. Y'all know Lunel. She's the old lady. She's a comedian. She's very funny. She's a host, and there's another lady that's a host. And I think the other lady who's a host, I think she married to somebody who created Zeus Network. I don't know the specifics about who is who. But Lunel is kind of trying to be the voice of reason when she sees Big Lex start to express her frustrations with Joseline. And she's kind of like, well, you guys, you all were strippers before you came here. You all were hoes before you came here. You all were prostitutes. She's basically telling these people like, y'all were nothing, and y'all should be grateful that Joseline even brought y'all on. Which, don't get me wrong, someone bringing you on to their reality TV show can definitely give you a lot of exposure. But if someone brings you on to a reality show and the whole time all they do is make y'all fight each other, call you hoes, call you big belly, call you ugly, talk to you like you ain't nothing. I mean, what type of exposure is that? So I understand where Big Lex was coming from. She was kind of like, you want us to do all this ass kissing, Joseline. You want us to take all your disrespect. You want us to sit up here and bite our tongue, but we did not benefit from this show. When we made the show lit. and we didn't benefit from it. We was on here fighting, we was on here tearing it up, we was on here making people come back and watch every week, and all we get from you is disrespect. And Lunel, you over here trying to convince us that we just some low self-esteem hoes and we should be grateful for the opportunity. But some of us had a name before we even got here. That's the reason why Joseline picked us. So it was a big mess, you guys. It pretty much, Big Lex was the only one expressing her frustration. In my opinion, all the other girls felt just like Big Lex felt, but because all these other girls are holding on to some hope that Joseline still gonna make them famous, they was too scared to say anything. Even Sapphire, girl, she insulted your dead baby dad, and you just sitting there looking crazy, not saying anything. So it was just very odd to me, the amount of ass kissing that was going on, because I don't care what opportunity you gave me, you ain't finna talk to me in any type of way. We all adults up in here. But here is what bothered everybody. So let me get to the top. Let me get to the big bang. So pretty much the whole time, Big Lex is voicing her opinion. She's going toe-to-toe for Joseline. Joseline keeps going off on her. Joseline keeps going off on their crew. Joseline keeps, she keeps trying to belittle them, telling them they ain't nothing. She could have had anybody on the show. Anybody would have made the show lit. They wouldn't be nothing without Instagram. All that, right? And she's pretty much belittling them the whole time. Now, as you all know, Big Lex was the girl that when the Joseline's Cabaret was coming out and they did the preview, another young lady was on there talking about how she had aborted twins, and Big Lex was the one that made the comment saying double homicide. And so that pretty much popped the season off and made the season lit, and it made people want to watch it. And so from Big Lex standpoint, it's like, hey, I popped this off. I made the show lit. If it weren't for my double homicide comment, the show would not have reached as much success, or it wouldn't have got, people would not have been that intrigued to watch it. That double homicide viral video kind of got everybody wondering what the show was about. Now, Joseline did make a good point. Now, Big Lex, you did pop it off, kind of degrading this girl for having an abortion, but you ain't even got custody of a child that you have. So how you gonna be on here going hard about somebody else parenting and you don't even have the child that you birthed, okay? So you can't be on here being the abortion police and the living child that you have, you're not taking care of. And that's the only part that I agree with Joseline on all night long. Because other than that, Joseline was on some bull crap. But she did make a point when she said that. Like, girl, you can't be out here bashing people parenting and you ain't got custody of your child. They don't work like that. And I know somebody like that in real life. They literally will sit there and have everything to say about every parenting topic, but got multiple children that don't live with them. It don't work like that. If you ain't got custody of your kids, just zip your lip about parenting, because you ain't got it together either. So that's the only part that I agree with all night for Joseline. But what happened that disturbed everybody, and where Joseline needs to be very careful, is Joseline's man, Ballistic. He has also been a part of the show. For the most part, he's been pretty cool. He's been pretty silent. He's just been her wingman, so to speak. But I guess he gets fed up with Big Lex talking junk to Joseline. And, I get it. This is your woman. And I get that, you're supposed to stand up for her in some capacity. What society says you're supposed to stand up for her in some capacity because she is your woman. But Joseline has been talking to these girls like SHIT the whole time they've been here. Joseline has been going in on them. Joseline has been degrading them. She has been very nasty to these girls. And if they decide they get fed up with it, they want to go in on her, you need to just sit back and shut up and let it be good TV. Now, I know when they tape these reunions, people be tired and they be ready to go. So I'm assuming that Big Lex, her keep chiming in, or her keep getting mad at Joseline is making the reunion longer than what it's supposed to be. But there is a respectful way you could have said, hey, Big Lex, I know you upset. I know you're mad with Joseline right now, but can you just please be quiet so we can continue on? Please just let somebody else have a chance to speak. That's all you had to step in as a man and say. But he started getting booked with Big Lex. He started being like, you're a bum, shut your bum ass up. Like, he was really like getting hyped with her. And then to put the cherry on top, Joseline gets up, she grabs a candle, she hits Big Lex in the face with the candle, and Joseline's man jumps up and bucks up. And I even think he said, you're going to get your head knocked off to Big Lex. And that's where Joseline needs to be careful, because this is how you got canceled from TV the first time. People give you an inch of fame, an inch of authority, and you take it to a whole nother level. Your man had no business hopping up out his seat after you got your tail up and you tried to hit somebody in the face because you don't like what they saying. This girl ain't threatening you. She ain't booked up at you. She ain't said she gonna beat your ass. She ain't did none of that. All she doing is telling you that you had her messed up. And if she was being too outrageous, there was a professional way that you all could have handled it. But for you to get up and think you finna hit her in her face, this is another grown woman now. And your man get mad and he act like he wanna run up too. That's where y'all gonna get your little show counsel, because that's a trigger for people who have been in domestic violence relationships, people who have been through mental and verbal abuse from a man or whatever. They don't want to see that. Don't nobody want to sit on TV, sit in their home and watch no man on TV verbally attack or damn near physically attack a woman. We don't want to see that. Okay, we don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I don't think nobody want to see that. And, Joseline, where, I'm happy for you that you were able to make your comeback to TV, because you are misunderstood. You do come from a hard life. So I'm happy that you have an opportunity and a second chance to be the boss that you are. You cannot treat people any type of way. These people, if it wasn't for them, there would be no Joseline's Cabaret. It would have been no season. These people came on this show and they fought, they showed their ass just to make your show lit and to keep getting you more seasons added onto your franchise. And so you can't just treat them like peasants. You can't just talk to them any type of way. You cannot expect them to not have an opinion. And then for you to not even go on social media after that air and clear it up, or just try to say, hey y'all, I don't condone my man jumping up at no woman. That won't happen again. That's something I know is triggering to everyone. I don't want y'all to have to see that, so my bad. You didn't even have the decency to do that. So all I'm gonna say is I didn't like it, you guys. That's my review. That's my review on the reunion. Now, pretty much, that's all that happened at the reunion. Some people, nobody really didn't have a chance to say anything. The reunion was pretty much just Joseline and Big Lex going at it. Some few characters, they got to say their piece, like the girl that came on there that said she had a pimp or whatever. She came on there and she got to say a little bit of her piece, and her and Lucky had a back and forth. But really, I think that everyone was just so disgusted by Joseline's man's action that the reunion pretty much went to hell. And like I said, my advice for Joseline would be, you need to tread lightly, Joseline, because, your arrogance and your attitude kind of got you messed up in a situation with Love and Hip Hop. And I understand what you're trying to do. I understand that you paved the way. I understand that you came up before there was an Instagram famous, before it was, get on Instagram and get instant 50,000 followers because you got a fat butt. You wouldn't pay these folks enough money. $10,000 is not enough to get on here talking to people like you crazy. So next season, Joseline, tell your man he need to stay in his seat, because we don't want to see no man puffing up at no woman. And just try to treat people like human beings. But I love the idea of the show. I hope it continues on, but that's a no-no, and we don't want to see that. But that's just my opinion, you guys. I hope I kept it short and sweet for you all today. So stay tuned for my next video. And thank you all for tuning into the Sweetie Meal with me. It was good, y'all. Go by. Even though McDonald's is kind of unhealthy, so don't overindulge. But y'all go check that Sweetie Meal out as well. And I will see y'all in my next video. Bye-bye.